In the Mercury 101 and 102 courses in this series, we discuss how mercury outgasses from dental amalgam in amounts that exceed published safety limits for many people. Releasing micrograms per day, the metallic mercury vapor that comes off amalgam fillings is lipophilic. It passes through the lungs and mucosal membranes and is distributed everywhere around the body by the blood circulation. It finds its way deep into cells before being oxidized to ionic mercury and reacting with critical biochemistry. Mercury retention in the different tissues of the body depends on how fast the cells are replaced, how fast intracellular organelles like the mitochondria are replaced, and how effectively the cells can excrete toxic elements. Blood, for example, turns over at a rapid rate, while brain cells are replaced very slowly.
The World Health Organization has stated, quote, dental amalgam constitutes a potentially significant source of exposure to elemental mercury, with estimates of daily intake from amalgam restorations ranging from 1 to 27 micrograms per day, end quote. The source of this quote is J.F. Richer et al. In the International Journal of Hygiene and Environmental Health, January 2003. The source of the information included in the chart is from the International Program on Chemical Safety, World Health Organization, Geneva, 1991. Research has shown that this results in 67 million Americans aged 2 years and older exceeding the intake of mercury vapor considered, quote, safe by the U.S. EPA due to the presence of dental mercury amalgam fillings, or over 122 million Americans exceeding the intake of mercury vapor considered, quote, safe by the California EPA due to their dental mercury amalgam fillings. Source of that is Richardson et al., Science of the Total Environment, 2011. An estimated 80% of the mercury vapor given off of an amalgam filling is absorbed by the lungs and passed to the rest of the body, according to Lorscheider, particularly the brain, kidney, liver, lung, and gastrointestinal tract, according to Health Canada. The half-life of metallic mercury varies depending on the organ where the mercury was deposited and the state of oxidation, according to Bernhoft. For example, the half-lives of mercury in the whole body and kidney regions have been estimated at 58 days, according to Clarkson and Magos, whereas mercury deposited in the brain can have a half-life of up to several decades, according to Rooney. Furthermore, mercury vapor taken into the body can bind to sulfhydryl groups of protein and to sulfur-containing amino acids throughout the body, according to Bernhoft. Mercury vapor, which is lipid-soluble, can cross the blood-brain barrier with ease and is converted into inorganic mercury in the cells by catalase oxidation, according to Lorscheider. This inorganic mercury is eventually bound to glutathione and the protein cysteine groups, according to Lorscheider. Toxic effects of this mercury exposure vary by individual, and one or a combination of symptoms can be present and can change over time. An array of coexisting factors influence this personalized reaction to dental mercury, including the presence of other health conditions, the number of amalgam fillings in the mouth, gender, genetic predisposition, dental plaque, selenium levels, exposure to lead, consumption of milk or alcohol, methylmercury levels from fish consumption, and the potential for mercury from dental amalgam fillings to be transformed into methylmercury within the human body. Unfortunately, some individuals do not excrete mercury as well as others. When the body cannot detoxify from mercury exposure fast enough, it can result in more mercury bioaccumulating in the body, which has also been referred to as retention toxicity. In addition to the fact that individual response to mercury varies, the effects of these exposures are even more insidious because it can take many years for symptoms to manifest themselves, and previous exposures, especially if they are relatively low level and chronic, as is often the case from mercury amalgam fillings, might not be associated with the delayed onset of symptoms.